do I turn it around? Okay, so I'm not sure how I'm supposed to turn this around, so I guess I'll be turning this way. Yeah, you see, I am still here. Not see that I am still here in the bed, but I am laying on my bed. This it's afternoon right now, and I would usually be up working on something, and I'm okay. I'm okay with feeling as if I need to be doing something else at this moment because I'm actually doing something. Today is February 22nd, 2016. And I know usually when you see me, my vibration is explosive and it's off. Right now, I am in a state of creating, a state of knowing, and a state of seeing my creation. Um, Not even to say but knowing that that's resonating with someone. You know, I feel like my purpose is is and has presented itself. I already know what my purpose is, but one thing I don't know is the greatness and the extent of what it is that I am here to do. See, in June, I'd say it had to be June 2015, I was outside and it was at a time when I was smoking cigarettes. And I was smoking a cigarette and I'm not sure what it was. Well, all I could say, excuse me, that it was God. It had to be God. Because as I was sitting there smoking and I'm talking to God, like, something just came over me and I'm like, I know what my purpose is. Well, Father. Well, God, I believe I know what my purpose is. And I'm smoking as I'm saying this. I believe I know what it is that you want me to do. And this overwhelming, this release, this relief took over me as this was happening. And I'm steady smoking and I'm like, I believe I know what you want me to do, and this is something that you've been having me do for so long, and it just like started playing in my head, all these different moments and all these different times and all these words that God gave me to speak. There's no other way that I can explain it. The universe, the awe, the one that created the force that lives within each and every one of us gave me these gifts, or if you'd say use me as a vessel to deliver the messages that needed to be delivered when they needed to be delivered, and to this day that still allows me to deliver what needs to be delivered. Now, don't I'm not saying that when God is speaking to you that it makes you this perfect person above everyone else, because no, by all means, I don't feel as if I am above anyone. I just feel as if I can hear, and I've been hearing. And there's been times that I chose not to listen. But as I sat outside on the side of this house, moving from 222, where we were, and the numbers, that's a totally different thing we could get on. But sitting outside at this home that I feel I was able to manifest because of the reasons and the intention. I can say that so, oh, the intention that I put into the place of where it is that I wanted to move, that it was not going to just be a benefit and a release and a relief for me, that it was going to be something that was going to be a relief and a release for my family, for us to gain a better knowledge of growing and growing our own food and being able to eat those things and to be able to teach about those things. So again, a totally different thing of manifesting more that the gift that God gave. But I sat out there and I said, I believe I know what it is that you want me to do. I believe I know what my purpose is. And as I sit here and smoke, and I said, but you're going to have to take this away from me. And when I was saying this, I was meaning the cigarette, because that was not my first time smoking. I had quit smoking before I had found out that Suge was going to be born. And it's crazy, the same month that I found out that I was going to have her, not that I knew it was a her, but realized that I was going to have a child, I had quit smoking already. And it was just like, wow. One day I just smoked and I didn't even finish smoking. I was just like, I'm done with this. But then 4 years later, I picked the habit back up because of who I chose to be around that had that habit. And that would, everything I say is always another thing we could go into. I just want to stay on topic because I can just fly off if you've seen previous videos. But as we sat out there and discussed and talked this over, and I'm like, you're going to have to take this habit away from me, because by all means, I am not saying that smoking is this bad thing or judging those that do smoke and that it's horrible. But what I will say is, when I was smoking cigarettes, for one, look at what it's made up of. And everything that I ingest, I'm not going to tell you that it will always be 100% perfect, because I just finished eating a piece of cheesecake. I just had a piece of cheesecake, and no, everything that was in that cheesecake was not the greatest, but that cheesecake still was made with love. And you hear how I tried to clean it up. So that cigarette has so many different carcinogens in it, and just so much stuff was in that cigarette that I know it was not serving me a purpose. So I said, God, you are going to have to take this away from me. You're going to have to take this taste away from me. This habit has to be taken away from me as I smoke. Listen to me, y'all. As I am sitting here with you, I can still see myself. And I know this crying thing is supposed to be a sign of weakness, but I don't feel weak. I feel so strong. And every time I go through a period of feeling down, it's the visions that I'm able to have of the things that are to come, and being able to go back to what I seen and experienced and be able to feel it. I said, you're going to have to take this away from me, because how am I going to allow each and every one of you to put belief back into yourselves? And I say back into because of what it is that we are made of, something that is so embedded within each and every one of us, down to the most, I say microscopic because it's invisible. It doesn't have to be seen, but I know these are things that we have felt. We have felt this before. We still feel. There's some of us that still feel it now. So it's really a state of recall. We come from something so great, and the root runs so deep. There is no, this isn't right, or this is not supposed to be. This is right on time. But we take on these things, these habits, and I still won't say that those are mistakes, because how else would I have been able to come here to you all today and allow you to experience what it was that I experienced, and do my best to share my energy with you. And I know some of you can feel it through my words. And all I can say is, it's not me. It's not me, but it is me, because if I am a part of it, if we are a part of this, are we still not as great? But I said those words, you are going to have to take this habit away from me if I am to help put belief and determination back into your people. So when I say your people, it's all of us. We are all. Put belief back into the flowers, put belief back into the trees, put belief back into the words, put belief back into the birds. If I am to be a reflection of you, there's things that you got to take out my life. So I guess I'm here. Not even I guess, it just came to me. What is it that you have in your life that is not serving you a purpose? What? What types of relationships do you have in your life that are allowing you to feel as if you cannot move? Because we can all move. What is it that you are holding on to that you know it don't serve you no purpose? What is it? And listen, you all, the new year, not just the new year. This year is the year of miracles. This is the year that strong foundations will be built up. So if a strong foundation has to be built, you understand the foundation is not just the surface that you see. The foundation is the root, the part that goes down deep under all the dirt that will stand strong. It's the frame that is created to hold up, like the skeletal system. We have these bones that hold the muscles and all this tissue and everything, and then you have the skin that comes on top of it, but inside here is framework. I know. It's, it feels, because I'm tapping, but all in here is framework. When we stand up and stand strong, we can only stand if that strong, if that frame is strong enough to hold us. So I question you and I ask you today, and I ask you to ask yourself, because this is something that I am sitting right here and now doing, and I want you to trust. And I want you to know that whatever it is that you have to let go, you let it go. And it's okay that if you have tears that have to fall. Like I said, these tears aren't tears of sadness. These are tears of joy, because I'm being trusted to give a message to you all, the same message that I hear, that goes with me, and that has allowed me to see what it is that I am here to do. Everything that I do and everything that I give has to be a reflection of God. It has to be. Every situation that we have went through has got us to where we are today. And that's not a mistake. To me, I don't feel that is a mistake.